In the 19th century, thousands of Chinese migrants crossed the South China Sea in search of new beginnings in the Philippines. Their journey, marked by hardship and hope, relied on the maritime routes that connected southern China to the archipelago. At the start of the century, most migrants traveled aboard junks, sturdy wooden sailing vessels long used by Chinese traders. These ships, equipped with multiple bamboo and canvas sails and flat-bottomed hulls, carried both cargo and passengers across the region's shallow waters. Departing from key ports like Xiamen, Guangzhou, and Shantou, junks sailed for weeks, sometimes months, navigating treacherous seas and relying on favorable monsoon winds. Their main destination, the port city of Manila, though many also arrived in Iloilo, Cebu, and Zamboanga, travel by junk was perilous. Passengers faced the risk of typhoons, pirate attacks, and disease outbreaks on overcrowded decks. Yet, many made the voyage in pursuit of opportunity or under obligation. By the mid to late 1800s, steamships began to replace sail-powered vessels. Operated by European and American companies, these ships made travel faster and more predictable, no longer reliant on seasonal winds. Steamships marked a turning point. They reduced travel time, improved passenger safety, and made migration more accessible, even for the working class. This contributed to a growing wave of Chinese migrants heading to Southeast Asia. Yet conditions aboard still depended on one's status. Wealthier migrants could afford private cabins. But for most, especially laborers known as coolies, travel was harsh and degrading. Many laborers were caught in the coolie trade, a system that often blurred the line between indentured servitude and slavery. Recruited through coercion or false promises, they were packed into ships under appalling conditions. Mortality rates were high, and international criticism eventually pressured governments to restrict the practice by the century's end. In the Philippines, most migrants arrived through Manila Bay, the capital's bustling port. Spanish colonial authorities monitored immigration closely, especially during surges in Chinese arrivals, reflecting both demand for labor and concern over social tensions. Migration was organized through established maritime networks. Chinese trading families often sponsored relatives. Brokers arranged paperwork and passage. And existing communities helped newcomers find work and housing, creating the foundations of long-lasting Chinese-Filipino enclaves. From the wind-driven junks of the early 1800s to the industrial steamships of the late century, each vessel carried stories of survival and determination. Maritime innovation transformed migration and the lives of those who undertook it. Though the voyage was often grueling, it laid the groundwork for vibrant communities that continued to shape Philippine identity, from commerce to cuisine and tradition to transformation. The legacy of 19th century Chinese migration lives on, in generations that remember their roots, and in a nation shaped by journeys across the sea. This is the story of how wind, steam, and resilience connected two distant shores, forever linking China and the Philippines through courage, commerce, and kinship.